Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Here I am back with one more video
So
lecture.
today we will go through the characteristics of these gifted children. Okay, as all of you know that this giftedness, we have seen that it's a complex concept, and it covers a wide range of, we can say, the abilities or the talents. Some children are having the special talents that some of them may not be outstanding at the academics, and they may be having the special abilities in some areas, like in we can say the music, or we can say in painting, in the dancing. And it has been seen one among the thousand children is the intellectually gifted one, right? So we will see the characteristics of the gifted children along the five domains. These five domains are like the cognitive domain, affective domain, physical domain, intuitive domain, and the societal domain. These are the five domains which we will see that there are the individual differences among the gifted children related to these five domains. Let's take the first domain, that is the cognitive domain, right? I told you in the previous lecture that these gifted children are having the extraordinary abilities, and regarding this cognitive domain, it's the intellectual domain. And in this domain we see the gifted children are possessing the extraordinary quantity of the information, or we can say that they have an unusual retention power as compared to the other children of their age. They are having the advanced level of understanding, or we can say they are having the advanced level of the comprehension power. And they are having the unusual, or we can say varied types of the interests, and they are having unusual curiosity levels. And these gifted children, they are having the high level of, we can say, the language development, and they have the high level of the verbal abilities also. And these gifted children, they have the unusual ability to process the information, and they have the accelerated pace of the thought processing, or we can say they have the flexible thought processing. They can think in a comprehensive way, and also they have the ability to generate the original or new ideas, and they can give you the solutions to the problems that one is facing in any particular area. And these gifted children, they are possessing at very early stage of the life the different patterns of the thought processings, like they are thinking in an alternative ways, or they are thinking the abstract in abstract terms. When these children have not developed yet the abstract thinking of that particular age, but still these gifted children can think in the abstract terms. And they you can see that they generalize the things, they make the generalizations of the things. If this happens, then this will happen in every situation. And they also, you have seen that they may also be having the that sense of consequence or the sense of results. If this will be, we will do this thing, then what will be the outcome of this, right? And these gifted children, they are possessing an evaluative approach. They are evaluating themselves, and they are also evaluating others who are surrounding them. And one more thing, these gifted children are possessing that they are having the goal directed behavior. They are persistent towards achieving their aim, or towards achieving the goal which they have framed in their life, right? and these come under the cognitive domain or the intellectual domain, and the next is the affective domain. In affective domain, as you know, that this affective domain, this is concerned with the emotions of individual, and in this affective domain, these gifted children, we see that they are having the large accumulation of the information about the emotions, which we have not yet given him the awareness of, like gifted child of the same age, the normal child is possessing the information about the emotions, but the gifted child is possessing extraordinary information and more information about the emotions than the normal child of that age, right? So we say in affective domain, they may be unusually sensitive persons, and they may be sensitive to the expectations of others, and they may be sensitive to the feelings of others. They have the sense that they can feel the others. Like if there is a death in a family, you might have seen that elders saying that he is a child or she is a child, right? Because he is behaving in a childish way in that particular situation. When all are in deep sorrow, or when all murmur the death of anybody, and they like we can say they feel happy upon the gathering of the people, right? And these gifted children are having the these extra information about the emotions, and they are sensitive about the feelings of the others. They can feel this what the people around him are feeling, right? They know that we are different from other people, and they are having the awareness of the self more than the anybody else, right? And then these you might have seen the gifted children, they have the sense of being honest, and they do justice with the things at the very early age. You might have seen the child who is the self-centered one, but there are the gifted children who are not self-centered, who give their things to the others, or who share the things with other child, right? And these gifted children, they possess, we can say, the advanced level of the moral development, and they give the advanced level of the moral judgments also. These are possessing the high level of expectations towards the self, and they are having the high level of expectations towards the others surrounding him. In case of that, they will understand him, or in case of that, they will fulfill his or her demands. And very often this high level of expectation with the self and high level of expectation with others surrounding the gifted child, it makes sometimes him frustrated one with the self or with the situations, right? And they, as they are having the unusual emotional intensity, because the child of his or her age is not possessing that much emotional depth or that much emotional intensity which the gifted child is having. And they are somewhat sensitive to the inconsistency between the ideas and the behaviors of the people. Like if someone will say something in front of a gifted child, and after a while he will say say opposite to that thing. So this means that these gifted children, they don't expect inconsistency between the ideas or between the behavior of the persons, right? Physical domain, as you know that the physical domain is the how you physically look, and this is regarding the physical developments of a child. We say that in a gifted child there is unusual difference between the physical and the intellectual domain, the physical and the intellectual development. Maybe he is intellectually more developed, but he is physically less developed one. And these gifted children, they have low level of tolerance between this lag, and that is the between the his physical capacities, physical abilities, that he want to do something, but due to his physical capabilities or physical abilities, he is not able to do those things, and he is having low level of tolerance towards such things, right? And one more thing is there, that these children, these gifted children, they often neglect their physical well-being, or they often avoid the physical activities. Means that if some times these students are not physically well, or for example they have some kind of illness, but still they neglect that illness, and they want to share, or they want to help others, right? And next thing is that in this domain, we see that these gifted children, at the very early age, they involve themselves in the intuitive thinkings or intuitive knowings, we can say, and they are concerned about the metaphysical phenomena, what's going on in this world and how this world works, right? And we can say that these gifted children, they are open to experiences in the areas like these metaphysical phenomena, how they work, they do experiments with these metaphysical phenomena. And one more thing is there, that these gifted children, they possess the high level of creativity in every area of their life, right? And they are having, we can say, the acceptance, and they are having the high level of expression of their intuitive thoughts, of their intuitive abilities. So we are saying that a very or a highly gifted child is one who accepts and who expresses a high level of intuitive abilities, right? And then one more domain is there, that is the societal domain, and it's concerned with the society, how he behaves in the society, or what kind of work, or how he helps to the society. As I have already told you, that these possess the high level of the emotion stability, or they are having the high level of information prior to the age they reach. They are having the high level of information regarding the emotions. So we can say that they possess strongly, and they are motivated strongly to do something to the society. There is a need, we say, you might have gone through, you will go through in any subject, I think psychology or any other subject, and Maslow's theory. And in that theory, there is the, we can say, the tertiary need, the end need of the individual, that is the self actualization need. And these gifted children, or these gifted individuals, they are strongly motivated by this self-actualization need. They want to be the self-sufficient, right? And these gifted children, as they are possessing the advanced level of the cognitive development along with the effective development, and by possessing these advanced levels of the effective or cognitive developments, they have the ability to form the conceptualizations, and they have the ability to solve the problems the society is facing, right? So these were the domains, we can say, in which these gifted children differ in the characteristics, right? They have the individual differences. Someone may be better in the cognitive domain, or someone may be the better in the societal domain, right?
If you like this video, don't forget to give the thumbs up to this video. Share this video with other students so that the student community get benefited from this video. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the new notifications of our videos. Thank you very much. God bless you.